now tuned in to the tap in. We talking again. Yeah. Welcome to the podcast. Might talk a little shit, get a little brash. Might drink a little.
What's up, everybody?
Smoke a
This is
little
Fidel
bit.
Talking Again podcast. I'm here at the Tap Studios. We're live. We record live, but this is another episode of the Tap.
The Tab, bro. I'm happy to be here.
Dude, I'm
Fidel,
grateful
really.
that you're here.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
My guest.
We had this coming for a long time.
It's
Right?
been in the
planned.
works.
We talked for a long time about coming here. Finally, you let me in. Thank you, bro. You had a crazy calendar.
You're a busy man. This guy, my guest today, Mario Perea. He's a news reporter of NBC affiliate, right? Telemundo. Right. The show is Un Nuevo Día,
which is the morning show at Telemundo International.
Yeah.
15, I think more than 15 countries.
Wow.
All over Latin America, here in the US, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier before we went on about being nervous, the nerves. Do you ever get nervous when you go on there, or you just kind of
I do get nervous. You do get nervous, especially when you're live.
Yeah.
But more than nervous, you get anxious, right? Am I gonna say the right things, or having to interview somebody that it's really big, and you have their publicist, not only their publicist, you having the boss of their boss.
Yeah, right.
So sometimes it gets crazy. Of don't ask this, don't get them mad, or they're gonna get up.
Yeah.
But it's part of the deal, right? It's part of working that. So you kind of, at first, you get nervous, then anxious maybe, and now you just get excited of, okay, who am I going to interview this time?
Yeah. I still have the feeling, I don't know if you get this, but I still have this feeling when I'm done and I sign off and I give my usual sign off and I go and I'm done and escort them out and I'm at home, or I get walk into the house because it's my studio garage. And my wife goes, how'd it go? And I get all these, I get like a little kid, like, oh, so excited. It was awesome. I still have that after
cool.
almost 70 episodes.
I think that's part of knowing you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Having that feeling of, you know what? I did something great. I'm sure your viewers get to do, I don't know, whatever you guys do at home or do at work or do this thing that you do really like. You could even do without getting paid for. Right? So that tells you that you're doing the right thing. That's kind of how I actually got this is what I want to do. I can do this without getting paid, and I will still do it.
Yeah.
I'll pay to do this.
Yeah.
So that means you're doing the right thing.
Well, it's when you're passionate about something. It's like this is my hobby, right? This is my hobby. I don't get paid for this. I pay to do this, so it's my hobby. But that's why I love it so much. So I'm passionate about it. But going to into that, this interview is gonna go up and down all over the place.
Man, this is your thing, so I'll just follow you.
Okay, follow my guide. Like we're dancing. So when you were saying that about how you love to do it. When I see your videos, it's not like, when I think.
For which type of videos, first of all? I hope you didn't get the pack
the one,
that has been flowing in the social media.
Only fans only?
Oh, fans only, dude.
I got that one.
I've been planning to, because they're making millions on the fans only. So I'm thinking to do that.
I was thinking about putting this podcast on there and then do subscriptions,
Mami, I'm just kidding. Mamá, nada más estoy jugando, okay? Es cotorreo nomás.
Did you say jotorreo?
I don't know why I said that, but cotorreo.
Hey, this isn't going to get edited, okay? So sorry. Just kidding.
So I'm sorry, you were saying.
Okay.
You saw my videos.
Yeah, I saw your videos, the decent ones that you record on Un Nuevo Día. And you're having so much fun. So I always ask, is that guy really having fun, or is it all an act? And then when he's off and he goes all right, this is done, we're over with, boom. How much fun are you having? Is it for real?
Whatever you see on camera, that's as much fun as I'm getting. So that means I'm having a lot of fun. Basically, some of those segments are entertainment, right? So I get to have fun.
Yeah.
So that's basically what you see. That's actually what I want to transmit to people, that I'm very happy and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I try to make the best out of whatever I have to do that one day.
Yeah.
The cool thing about working for a morning show, which is kind of like a magazine show, one day I can do politics, right? Because of everything, or the COVID.
Especially right now.
Especially this year, 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
It kind of changed the way I was doing stories. So, of course, bunch of news because of COVID and the elections. But before that, I was doing red carpets. I was doing concerts, interviews with artists, celebrities, movie premieres, and also different other stories, like inspirational stories of people that had to go through challenging times and were able to overcome that. So it was also nice to do those stories to inspire other people.
You're right.
So it's fun to do that. But when I have the time to have just pure fun, I just go 100% in, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
what
you can tell when you watch the videos, you can genuinely tell. That's why I asked you if it was 100% or not. But
I'm serious.
because I believe it. You know,
I'm serious.
I believe it.
I have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes my wife even tells me, "You serious? You call that work? That's not work.
That's not work.
That's too much fun."
Yeah.
Someone has to do their job. It was me. I'm sorry for my English accent because I'm used to speaking Spanish most of the time.
Yeah.
But that's good to practice my English too, bro.
There you go. Going back to like the, you know, doing the reporting. You're talking about having fun, feel good stories, right? We don't get a lot of those when we watch. Like when I turn on Fox 11 News, very rarely do I get to see a feel good story. You know, like where, hey, there's a puppy, they found a puppy, they donated to somebody. They have segments for that now because I think someone told them that we need to have these kinds of segments.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
especially now, right?
Yeah,
every friggin'
everything's so
story,
negative.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, so when I see you having fun, it is entertainment. Obviously, it's not a like, you know, regular
the hard news,
hard neuse. So it's more entertainment, but it's good to see something like that. You know, it's fun, it's jovial, having a good time.
Yeah,
I love it.
You know, actually during this pandemic, my thought or the way I was telling stories or the stories I will pitch into my production change because I was thinking, you know what, instead of just 100% COVID and we know people are going through really tough times,
right?
And it's hard and we have to protect ourselves. And yeah, of course, 100%. But can we inspire people?
Yeah.
During these hard times, you can do this. There was, I don't know, this person that had a restaurant. Now they had to close down, but now he's selling masks. Okay, that's his way of bringing food to the table for his family,
generating income, and in the same way helping out communities. You know.
Okay. So now if you see that person making it, well, I can make it too, right? I'm going through tough times, so that's what I try to put in on the TV. That's basically it.
Yeah. That's what it's all about is how we paying this forward, how we servicing, how we giving back.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot of times that's kind of why I do this, you know.
Yeah.
It's my hobby, it's fun, but I want people to out there. Maybe there's a kid that's listening that's gonna be like, well, I don't want to be a news reporter, but how do I do it? You know, hey, well, listen to this interview because we're gonna get into some
all
of that
into
stuff.
it. Yeah.
Some of the things that we're gonna get into, for example, are like broadcasting school. You know, going in high school, you know, did you take TV production? Did you take drama? Did you take any kind of that stuff? Or?
No, not in high school.
Yeah.
Actually, in junior high, I had a friend who was a DJ.
Yeah.
So he liked to play the music. I like to talk on the mic.
Yeah.
That's my thing. That
Natural,
I like to pump
though,
up
right?
people. Yeah. That, you know, I never thought I came in from humble beginnings. I mean, my family I didn't have anybody to kind of relate to that was into media or that can kind of guide me through following being a reporter or host or anything.
Right.
So I never thought it was possible. I thought it was cool to see anybody on either radio. I love the radio. That's how I started this business.
Yeah.
So first, with my friend, I used to go to the gigs and just talk in the mic, pump up people, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just after all, he didn't pay me. He would just give me a hamburger, and that I just had fun. Imagine just going to have fun and then get free meal.
Like, was that weddings and quinceañeras?
Yeah, quinceañeras, weddings. Sometimes it's cool dances, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I graduated from junior high, went to high school, didn't do anything. I liked graphic design. Mm-hmm. So my first year of college, my first semester, I went for graphic design.
Yeah.
But this friend, after 4 years, right, the high school years that I didn't get to see him that much, he's like, you know what? I found out this school that does broadcasting, radio broadcasting. Uh-huh. Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
It was called.
Wait, is this the same friend that was DJing?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
So yeah, that one friend, he's my best friend even until today. Bro.
Yeah. Nice.
So he told me about this school. It was a 2-year program, and they can connect you. It was a technical school, right? Yeah. Hollywood Cultural Center. So we went there, checked it out. It was like $250 a month. So I was like, all right. I dropped out of college and I went to that school for 2 years. And that's how I started doing radio broadcasting.
How are your parents about that? Were like, you're dropping out of college over here? You're going to go to broadcasting school?
Thankfully, my parents were always supportive of him. Yeah. Supportive of me.
Uh-huh.
So they always like, all right, are you sure? Okay, go for it. You're paying for your own thing because I was already working at part-time job. So if you're going to pay for it, So it's on you. It's on you. Don't blame us if you mess up later on. So that's how I started. I started 2 years after doing that for 2 years. I graduated, and they did like a contest at the end of the year to see, because they had an opening for an internship in a Los Angeles Latino radio station.
Mm-hmm.
So I won that contest.
Nice.
And I became the intern for that morning show. It was 95.7 or 97.5.
97.5.
Yeah.
Was it like La Estrella or something like that?
No, back then it was La Cumbia Caliente, bro.
Oh, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah,
because it always changes his name.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That was Super Estrella, but back then it was La Cumbia Caliente. So I was helping the guy. I would wake up at 6 in the morning, from 6 to 11, from Monday through Friday.
Damn.
I had to be there 6 to 11.
And that's
they
free,
didn't pay me.
Free work.
They didn't pay me, and they didn't even pay me for parking. So I will have to go out, put coins. You know, in LA, bro, you got to put coins if you don't have to. I didn't have money to pay like $40 for parking, so I will come back and add quarters. But sometimes I will take too long, and I heard already my ticket for $45. So that took like 6 months.
Yeah,
that me being an intern at that radio station.
But it paid off. So what happened after that?
So after that, after some time, after so many tickets, I had to talk to the person who was in charge, the program director. And I told him, you know what? Is there anything that you can help me out? Like a part-time job, anything during the weekends? Because it's crazy not getting paid and actually having to pay for parking.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what? I don't think so. There's nothing to offer you. And I was like, oh, damn it. But you know what? After this, I don't think I can do it no more.
Yeah.
Because I'm driving 45 minutes and then 45 minutes home. It's a long time, and getting paid, not getting paid, and paying for parking tickets so much. He said, you know what? There's nothing. But like 2 days after, his secretary called me, and there was an opening for a board operator. Yeah. So they got me the job.
Nice.
So that was how I started into the radio business first.
I didn't even ask you, what were you doing as far as intern? What were you helping out with?
Just
like assisting.
Bring
me my coffee kind of thing.
Yeah, basically, but no more than anything is producing. So finding news for that day, jokes or fun stuff that the host can do or use to make his program or show fun.
Right.
Clapping and saying, whatever we had to do.
Right. So then from there, you went board operator. You started learning how everything works.
Yeah, operating the board, like setting commercials and playing music and all that stuff. Yeah. So that was doing that for the weekends, and also doing the internship during the for the morning show with that host that I'm telling you.
So still working for free, but now you're getting paid.
Yeah.
So you're working 7 days a week.
Yeah, and obviously they weren't paying me that much, so I had an extra 2 jobs after that radio station gig. So after that, I would do I was a server for a country club, and then from that I would work in AJ Right, which was a clothing store back then. So I had two jobs, and then my part-time jobs at the radio, and then my internship.
Technically, you had 4 jobs.
Yeah, bro. that was I think that one year I put like 34,000 miles on my car.
Wow.
So that was a long that was a lot driving.
Yeah. So how long were you at the radio station for?
Okay, so that being a board operator lasted for like another 6 months. Yeah. But after that, they started using me on air. So nice. They gave me a chance to be on air, especially during this December period, with the holidays. The main people get time vacation, off, right? Yeah. So that's when they use me, and I try to use it as much as possible. Yeah. So I will do Super Estrella, which is the same company, network, which was for 12 radio stations, and then the local Super Estrella. I was doing part-time for any opening that I had. I was there. Hey, Mario, can you do this? Yes. Mario, can you? Yes, of course I can do it. Sometimes I would sleep in the radio station, bro. Wow. I would just sleep, and then 4 or 5 hours, and then go to the other cabina. How do you say cabina?
The studio.
The other studio. All right, that's it. So that's it.
Damn.
So that was it for some time, and then they like my voice. So they asked me to do to be the promo voice. Okay. So I did a demo, and they liked it, but they told me that I had to go to San Francisco. The program director said, like, you know what? I think you should stay here. There's an opening coming up, and you might be the guy that we want for that. So you don't have to travel, move, or do anything. Yeah. So I said, okay. So I waited for another 2 months. Oh. And after that, they gave me my own
So you had your own segment.
Yeah, from 3 to 7.
Yeah.
So that was the craziest thing. That was my dream come true, bro.
How nervous were you, like your first time being on air
That
on
was,
your own? Did you have any co-hosts? It was just you.
No, it was just me, bro.
3 to 7. That's a pretty crucial
I
time.
mean,
right?
most of the time,
wait, not AM. We're talking PM.
PM, yeah.
That's a good time.
That's crazy.
People drive home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And the cool thing, I mean, it's a music station, right?
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of time to talk here and there, but it's mainly music. But it was fun. Just, I don't know if you were familiar with the studios like that. You click that red button and then you see that on air.
Mm-hmm.
That just thinking about it pumps my heart back to that moment, bro.
The adrenaline
it was crazy. Yeah.
And then
it's just so crazy. But once I started talking, I just felt like this is it.
Yeah.
This is me right now.
Yeah.
So that the day or time I was dreaming for a long time, it was just there. So it was super fun.
That's cool. And how long did you do that for?
I did that. Well, for that station, I did it for about a year.
A year?
A year. But I messed it up.
Oh, how'd you mess that up?
I messed it up.
3 to 7, a 3 to 7 gig right there.
I messed it up. I was working
prime
for
time.
Yeah, I messed it up big time, bro. Well, yeah, now that I see it, it was a network. So it was 12 stations.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can explain this correctly, but since you're on 12 stations, 12 different cities, but those cities have to think I'm in that city. They cannot know that I'm in Los Angeles.
When you speak, you have to speak universally.
Right. So besides that, there was books, like it was in Las Vegas, Palm Springs, and you get books from cities and the schools around that area. You got to familiarize yourself with all this stuff. Why do they do this? Is because markets or sellers or vendors or how do you... Yeah,
sponsor ads, right?
People that sell sponsor ads get better commissions, or it's better for them to think or to know that people are... Damn, I'm going crazy at this. People...
You have to kind of personalize it, right?
Right. So it's better for you to buy something if you think it's local.
Right.
So it's better for them.
Yeah.
So what I did is got a call from this artist, and someone from the other station in Dallas called me. Hey, you want to interview this guy? And I was like, yeah, it's big. I'm not going to mention their name, but yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
So let's do it. So this work that we put in through the whole 365 days a year, not telling people that we are from LA, we're local, right?
Yeah.
So that person in Dallas mentioned that station we were at, and that thank you, Dallas. Thanks for the whatever 101.7, I think it was the station.
Yeah.
So that killed the whole work that we did because we did it live. I could have pre-recorded that interview, but I did not. So I did it live, and that just...
Oh man!
Well, that was one mistake, right? So
was this before the delay, or do you guys still on delays? Or because you know how before there's a small like a 7 or 14-second delay.
It's a 3 or 5 second, but I just did it live, bro. Yeah. I didn't care. I didn't think about it too much at that time. But the day after, my boss called me with the air check, which is the record that they have for that special time.
Right.
And he told me like, dude, what the hell did you do?
Yeah.
So after that, he's like, you know what? You're going to be put off air because I see you're very immature. You still not. Yeah. So I was 20 years old back when that happened.
20 years old and you already had your own segment already? And
yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah.
So, but imagine, so he tells me you're going to be put off air. The only thing I can offer you right now, it's to be answering phones. Tomorrow for the morning show.
Yeah.
And we'll decide what we're going to do with you.
Cutting your pay, though?
Thankfully, they didn't cut my pay.
Oh, that's good. At least, you know.
But they said, well, we decide what we're going to do with you, right? So what? Okay. So he told me, so tomorrow, this is going to start tomorrow. If you accept it.
Yeah.
If not, then that's it.
Right.
You can walk out. Here's your check. So I was like, no. Okay, I'll stay, right? Okay, so you're going to be producing the morning show, but mainly answering calls.
Yeah.
All right. So tomorrow you're going to be, since once again, it was Eastern time. I had to be there by 4 a.m., I think.
Yeah.
So, okay, so go home. I went home. I slept. Bought my alarm. I put it in a very low ring. So I had to
another rookie 20-year-old mistake.
Yeah, right? So after that, dude, I couldn't go to sleep. Imagine they just killed my dream, dude.
They dropped a big rock on your shoulder.
Exactly. It was bad. So I couldn't sleep. I didn't even tell my parents what was going on.
Yeah.
It was just a crazy hard day. So I couldn't go to sleep. I went to sleep like around 1:30 or 2.
Yeah.
And when I wake up, it was 6:30.
Oh,
so imagine I was living in West Covina to Azusa to Los Angeles. Around that time, it will take me an hour. So I got there like around 7:30. The show will be over by 8.
Oh man.
So okay, well, I was there. So I was there for a little bit of times, 30 minutes. So they were like, all right, so did Mario get here on time? They're like, no, he got here like around 7:30.
Yeah.
So he calls me into the office. He already had my check. He said, well, I think I believe that you think you're greater than us. Yeah. Right? If I told you to be here at 4 and you weren't here at 4.
Yeah.
So your attitude tells me a lot. Yeah. So here's your check. You that's it.
Yeah.
And they cut me out. Bro.
Yeah. Did you even try to like fight it, or you're like,
what else can you do?
It's the inevitable.
No, he was a mean boss. Well, he was. Yeah, that's it, bro.
You know who you are, man.
Yeah, but the only thing is that helped me.
Yeah.
That in my early in my career showed me that this business is like that. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna be there.
It's cutthroat, right?
Eternal.
Yeah.
Eternally. So this is very short. So enjoy it. Be humble, because sometimes you're gonna be up here, but a lot of the times you're also gonna be here.
Yeah.
So be nice where you're up, because when you're coming down, you're gonna get to meet those same people.
You often hear that, right? Like, be nice on your way up, because on your way down, those same people are gonna be.
It is true.
Yeah.
So that kind of helped me to enjoy every single thing or opportunity that I can get to enjoy my job where I'm at right now, because I'm sure I'm not gonna be here for forever.
Right.
I hope I am, but that's not even possible.
There's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee. Yeah. Exactly. So that taught me, that hard experience taught me that this business, or I think anything in general, it's very short time. Yeah. So enjoy it, make the best out of it, and learn from it. And that's it.
Wow, I'm telling you, like you just said right now, at 20 years old, to have that kind of learning experience at 20 years old, I think a lot of us wish we would have had something like that, because we would have not made the mistakes at 25, 26 when it really matters, you know?
Yeah.
But God, I mean, okay, so after that, you made the mistake, you get fired.
Yeah.
What comes next? Dude, like,
since
you're looking for another radio gig, or?
I try to, but the only thing is, since I was in the network, people here in LA were not listening to me, because I was in 12 cities. Yeah. So either I had to go to Las Vegas or Palm Springs or anywhere else to find a job. Yeah. So once you apply, they're paying very, very low wages, because
now you're starting from
the bottom.
From the bottom.
So do you know what? I just decided to go back to a regular job. I started delivering freaking computers for some time, but with my friend, my friend that I told you I went to radio school with,
the DJ.
Yeah, we created an online radio station.
Yeah,
when they were barely coming up, so we didn't know much about it. Yeah, but we created our own freaking radio station. It was called Ciber Éxitos.
What was it?
Ciber Éxitos.
Ciber Éxitos?
Yeah.
Is any of that stuff like on demand where you could watch it now?
No, I don't think it is. No. Back it was barely starting.
But it was only radio, right? Audio only?
Yeah, audio only. Yeah. So I created that. I was doing that for like about almost a year, bro.
Wow.
So, but someone hurt me on our show that we had, and offered me a job.
Nice.
So I went to another small radio station, which is in Santa Ana, California.
Yeah.
And they hired me, bro.
Yeah.
For the same 3 to 7 time, bro.
So they didn't hear about you on the other station?
No. It was on Ciber Éxitos, dude. Yeah. Through some friends, right? Like, oh, listen to this guy or whatever. And he heard me and offered me a job. And so I started there again on the radio.
Yeah.
After a year.
Yeah.
So it was a little hard, because actually it was a different type of genre for radio. It was more regional Mexican music. Mm-hmm. And I was doing other stuff, more pop, rock, right? So it was an adjustment, but I felt blessed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking of the 1 year that you were doing it on your own, when no one telling you what to do. You kind of freestyle it, doing it on your own. I'm sure you were able to kind of adjust and adapt yourself from coming from an environment where you had to be, this is the guide, this is how you have to do it. Now it's like, hey, freestyle, kind of like what I do here, right? Freestyle. So now go back, were you able to take some of that with you?
Of course. Yeah. You get to learn how the big leagues do it.
Yeah.
So you implement that into your own thing, right? I want it because I have my studio kind of like you at my house, right? And I try to mimic as much as I could from what I was doing back in the studios in LA to in my house. Yeah. Same thing with the production, same thing with the music, same thing with everything. Audio production as in content for our show. All that, I try to bring it as, okay, this is what they were doing. This is why they were doing that. Less is more. They had that less is more. So I was trying to put that into my project. Yeah. And it kind of helped, right? Because I had another job offered after that. Right. I mean, it took a year. But that helped me a lot. I try to, even though, yes, of course, you get to do your own thing because you're your boss, right? So you're like, I want to do this a little more, then you can do it. Yeah. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah, no restrictions. But so then now you go to the other one in Santa Ana, right? And you're there, regional music, but you're still doing your thing. You're still having fun. You're adapting everything together. How long are you there for? And then most importantly, I'm glad that they didn't hear about what happened to you at Estrella, because then they would have been like, what's up with this? Yeah, so you're 23, 24, right?
Yeah, I'm about, well, let's see. I was 20, 21. So 21 in some, that's when I started in Santa Ana, right? Yeah. After that, they changed the genre, bro. Oh. In their radio station.
I'm thinking Howard Stern, Private Parts, like that's that whole fucking thing, right? Like they changed.
That's what it is. That's what it is. So thankfully, like I told you, that first experience taught me that, okay, you're not going to be in whatever you're at right now for a huge period of time. Yeah. So after that, I went back to Super Estrella, bro. What? Yeah. I was able to get back. So they fired me because they changed the genre, the type of music they were playing. Yeah. So I had to move, right? So I went back and I asked to come back. They did take me back. Yeah. The cool thing was, while I was in it was called Sonido 96.7. I met this girl who I helped because she didn't know how to board up. Mm-hmm. So I was able to help. She was really good at hosting, talking on the mic, but she didn't know how to do the board up. Yeah. So I helped her. And she was doing TV at Estrella TV, which is Channel 62. Back then it was Channel 62 here in LA. So, and I asked her, how can you be on TV, right? Yeah. Because I wanted to, just to ask. Yeah. And she told me, you want to be on TV? And I was like, yeah, why not? Yeah. She's like, well, I mean, you're good looking, but you got to lose some weight. Yeah. She was very honest with me. You got to lose some weight. So try to lose some weight. Yeah. If you can lose some weight, then I'll get you at casting. Yeah. Okay, time went by. I started losing weight. Yeah. So time went by. I went to Super Estrella. Oh, after that, she called me like a couple of weeks after. She said, hey, I heard you got fired. You were one of us, blah, blah, blah. Are you still interested in like going to a casting? Yeah. Like, hell yeah, I'm definitely interested.
I lost a little bit of weight.
Yeah, I'm looking better now. Yeah. And she was like, oh, you know what? Well, yeah, I can get you a casting. Why don't you come? That was like on Thursday. Why don't you come on Tuesday for next week? Yeah. And get you a casting. Okay. So I went to Estrella TV. They told me, okay, yeah, that's fine. Let me see your resume, blah, blah, blah. Do you have any TV experience? I have none. All right, well, go with her, see what she does, and you make your own report of that story that she's covering. Yeah. And you, same thing, just do your own thing. Right. Okay. So that's what I did, bro. I just saw her and kind of mimic whatever she was doing. Yeah. And kind of, I was like, a little bit your own. Or? Yeah, I gotta do this crazy thing myself, right? To show who I am. Yeah. So that's what I did. And I went back, did my story, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know how to write. Dude. I mean, you think you know, but you don't. Yeah. Once you're there, like, damn it. Once I see my stories from back then, I was like, how did they hire me, dude? But they did. So that one time after that, they were like, okay, you got the job. You can start tomorrow.
Nice.
So that was nice, but I had to start getting contacts, or I had to start calling people. Okay, who are you? Why are you calling us? Like, So I had to start from zero to build my network, right? From either artists or places to go, or museums, or PRs and stuff like that. So I had to start from the bottom, but it was crazy.
So when you're working there and you're on air, you don't have people that do that for you and go grab an interview and then here you do it. You actually go on there, boots to the ground, do it yourself.
Back then when I started on Estrella TV, we didn't have it was rare that someone will give you, because it was also a starting station,
right?
So they didn't have much. So the producers will give you little things here and there.
A lot of micromanaging was going on.
Mainly you had to do your own thing.
Yeah.
And especially we had to do 2 stories per day. That was crazy. 2 stories per day.
It's hard enough to get one.
Yeah.
And I got to do 2.
That's what kind of helped me to get through a lot. I was there for 5 years, bro.
That's good. Because it's a good workout right there. 5 years.
It was thankfully it was at a time period where they were starting to. The producers were really understanding the market, understanding little things. So it kind of gave me time to learn and to adjust to TV, because it's completely different than radio. But it was a wonderful experience.
Does it feel cool to be kind of like almost an alumni of something that got started to? Cause, I mean, it's still pretty big now.
Yeah, right? I started there when they were local, right? And I was there also for the transition from local to network.
Yeah.
So it was fun. Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Later on, you're gonna get that call from Estrella and be like, "Where are they now?" And they're gonna do
where are they now?
Reunion, of you guys.
Maybe, cool. Hopefully, because they gone through different transitions. They grew so much.
Yeah.
But of course, now I'm super happy of being a part of Telemundo, dude.
Did you get a call from Telemundo?
Yeah. Oh, this is one thing that I would like to put it out there.
Please.
You always you never know who's gonna raise a hand for you.
Yeah.
Like that girl that got me that casting call from the radio station.
Yeah.
Same thing happened for me to go into Telemundo.
Okay.
This girl, to help that girl to get, since I knew a lot of regional Mexican artists, because that was Estrella TV's main focus. So I can tell them, okay, you should ask this, or you can ask this. They are this, or they are little things like that.
Yeah.
So she thought I was cool. She thought I was good at what I was doing. So she told me, you know what? Hey, there might be an opening for a reporter here in Los Angeles for Nuevo Día. Yeah. Would you be interested? Of course I'll be interested. In Telemundo? Of course.
Yeah, right.
Do you have a contract? No, I'm a full-time, I told her. But I don't have a contract.
Yeah.
Well, get ready, because we might call you.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm going to pitch you because you're the perfect guy for this thing that we're doing, blah, blah, blah. That took like 5 months, bro. That took a long time.
Process.
Yeah, no.
Was it waiting around, or you just kind of?
No, I mean, I started doing my. I kept doing what I was doing in Estrella.
Right.
I never got a call from Telemundo or nothing.
Yeah.
So after that, I saw her like months later, and she's like, "You know what? Get ready. Put you 2 weeks in, because they're gonna call you next week."
Yeah.
So I was like, "All right." So I put in my 2 weeks. And she called me.
How confident you were that you were gonna get the gig, or just because she was telling you that?
Well, she kind of told me that, right?
But
then this is the crazy part. I talked to the producer here, who was in charge here in Los Angeles, and he's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna be here, but this is gonna be your 3-month trial.
Oh, 90 period. Days, boom,
yeah. So if you make it, you stay, but if you don't, so for right now, you're gonna be a freelance worker for 3 months.
Yeah."
So I started doubting, am I going to leave something that it's secure here for something that it might not be?
Yeah.
And you start doubting yourself. Am I good enough to be there? So I started reading books, bro. The
like self-help
books. Yeah, to tell you, get out of your comfort zone. Yeah. That's where you're going to find success, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'll take it. Yeah. That's fine. So I called the producer, told him, you know what? I'll take it. She said, okay, you know what? I'm going to tell you this. I know she said the girl told you we might give you 5 days, but no, we can't even get to that. We'll secure maybe a day per week.
Whoa.
So like, damn, dude, really? So I kept reading those books, and they like, you got to try it. And I talked to that girl. You know what? You told me one thing, he's telling me another thing.
Yeah.
What should I do? Say, Mario, you should try it. You're so good. I'm sure you'll find a way to get more than 1 day or two. I'm sure you get the whole week, and you'll get the job.
Yeah.
Just go for it. So I did, bro. I quit my job. And then I started working for Telemundo. And I decided to say yeah. And they told, after that, he says like, okay, your entry segment is going to be getting some crazy story, the Riveras. I don't know, Jenny Rivera, you're familiar with that?
Yeah.
With her?
Lupillo, Jenny.
Right. So they told me that was a little after, I think it was going to be 1 or 2 years. No, she died in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay, I think it was like the second year anniversary of
anniversary of
her death.
Yeah.
Right. So they told me, look, your thing is go find the parents and get something out of it.
Oh, wow.
So that's what I had to do.
Yeah.
That was my entry segment or story report. So
hey, no pressure,
right?
Yeah.
So that's how I started.
Yeah.
So my last day of working with Estrella TV was December 31st, 2014 or 2013.
Wow.
And my first day of Telemundo was January 1st, 2014, bro.
Wow.
That was crazy.
That's a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
In right there, right?
That's a complete change.
Yeah.
So I was super happy, and I'm happy it's 7 years after.
Yeah. 7 years already?
Yeah.
It's been since you, yeah.
This is going to be this January 2021 is going to be my 7th year.
Good little tenure right there.
Yeah.
I like it. So that same, I wanted to ask you, that same girl that hooked you up with the Telemundo one, is that the same one that you were helping out with the broadcast?
No.
Totally different one.
Yeah, totally different.
So that goes into the same thing that you said earlier about on your way down. Be nice on your way up, because on the way down, you never know, right?
Yeah.
And it's worked out for you twice already.
Twice. And you don't know. I think throughout my whole career,
it's just been like that.
Yeah. It's just
your buddy, the DJ.
Yeah. And before that, look, if we go back to me starting as the radio host, there was this guy that would just to record commercials for him.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, why aren't you on air? Like, well, I don't know. Dude, let's record a demo right now, and I'll give it to the program director.
Yeah. And
that's the guy who got me, because I guess I skipped that part, but he's the guy who gave my demo to the program director, who decided to put me on air after being a board up only.
Really?
So I shout out to DJ Eduardo. Thank you so much.
Boom.
And just people that has always helped me. And it's going to be like that throughout your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
You got to always try to network, but at the same time, to help people, even if you're not going to get anything out of them. Because later on, you don't know who's going to vouch for you when they're you don't know who's going to sit on whatever table and ask, hey, is Fidel going to be good or not? Yeah, I like Fidel. He's cool.
Yeah.
I'll vote for him. So you never know who's going to help you.
Yeah. No, that speaks a lot of your character, that you've been able to humble yourself at some point, right? Because you're proud, we're Latinos, we're proud people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're able to humble yourself to know that, hey, you could take a little bit of handout, not a handout, but a hand,
Yeah.
Getting a little bit of assistance here and there. And that's very important. A lot of us don't succeed, and we don't do well because we're too proud, and we don't want to accept that help, or accepting defeat, and it's a tough pill to swallow that a lot of people don't like to do.
Yeah, and like I said, we gotta be humble and at the same time be thankful.
Yeah.
So people has helped you. So if you can, sometimes help whoever's asking you for help. If you can't, help them out, because later on you don't know who's gonna help you again.
Yeah.
We're always gonna need help. So and also create your network, right? That's going to help you on so many different levels. So that's, I think, what had helped me throughout my whole career.
Yeah.
People that are recommended me, or that a lot of the things that we do as reporters is we count a lot on exclusives, right? You get the exclusive interview with this artist.
Yeah.
You get the exclusive thing with, I didn't get the exclusive interview because of that artist, because he's my friend, but his PR, right? His public relations person might be nice to me, or I'm good to them. I help them out with some other artists.
Yeah.
So they help me to get to that artist that we want. It's just little things like that.
Building relationships outside of that, right?
Yeah.
Or all over, actually, right?
Yeah. And always, like I said, always think like, well, this could be the end for me or my career. Like I said, always think this might be short, but if not, like it also thanks to the people that has helped me in the back.
Right. So be thankful.
Yeah.
So 7 years in Telemundo. In those 7 years, well, actually, you've been broadcasting, I would say, what 12, 14, 15 years?
Since 2008.
2008? My math is bad.
So in TV, I started in 2008.
Yeah, well, 12 years.
12 years TV, and then 2005 on radio.
Yeah.
2004 at radio. So make your count, bro.
That's a lot. It's a lot. Like I said,
I've been doing
math, so 16 years.
I've been on media for a long time.
It's a long time. In that time, can you share some crazy experiences, some crazy moments? You know, like you see these videos. Everybody's watching memes all over the time. They spend so much time watching memes, and you see often like a news reporter that someone will jump in, maybe naked, or a bear crosses by. Anything crazy like that you can remember happening to you while you're out there, because you've not only red carpets, but sometimes you're out on the streets interviewing, you know, doing your interviews or beat reporting or something like that.
A lot of the times, people just looking at camera or a reporter standing by, I don't know what there is. Like they think, okay, honking, the camera's gonna turn at me and interview me, or I don't know.
Right.
People like to do that. I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
Something crazy. Oh, damn. That's a good question.
Or weird or wacky, you know?
Damn it. I don't know. Nothing comes to mind right now.
Nothing. No chick try to hit on you? You get that all the time, huh?
Well, my wife might be watching this. Well, dude, no, I don't know.
Maybe a dude hit on you? And it was hot. Just kidding.
And it was hot. I don't remember that part. You know what? No, well, no, es que no saber.
I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot. I know it's one of those questions that I was just gonna throw out there.
Yeah, that's good.
So
I mean, it's a good question. And I would have asked the same question.
Maybe just something to think about next time.
Yeah, then I'll think about it.
Part 2. You know.
Yeah.
It definitely can be. I think we should have a part 2 with one of the guys that kind of helped mediate this, and we forgot to mention his name, but Bert. Our friend Bert. He kind of helped out with this too. Yeah. So. We'll do a part 2 with this.
Yeah,
guy.
Definitely. I'll definitely get back to you on that one.
Do a beer one,
and I'll even have video to show whatever I'm saying.
Yeah,
that happened.
Yeah.
So.
If I can edit it the right way, you know what I mean.
True.
My podcast is very basic right now, but we'll get there.
We'll get there, bro. That's our mission.
Yeah. So what is yours? What's your mission? What are your goals in the industry? Like, where is that? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Are you gonna start hosting? Like I mentioned to you earlier, like Jose Luis Censura.
Right. Jose Luis, a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
He's a really good friend of mine. We love him to death. He helped me out so much while in Estrella TV because that's the network. Right. So he helped me out. He was my producer for a couple months. Mm-hmm. We got to have a really nice relationship, and it's still now. Yeah. We talk to each other, FaceTime or Facebook each other sometimes. So yeah, good friend of mine. Yeah, hosting it will be a really good thing, but at the same time, I'm trying to think outside my box because maybe doing documentaries. I'm starting to look into doing documentaries. I'm also thinking about doing my own podcast, kind of like yours, but a little different.
Yeah.
And
different he means successful.
No, of course. No, I mean it as a different target.
No, yeah.
Más en español, bro.
Of course,
ahí sí voy a poder hablar bien.
And I was thinking about doing this one in Spanish, but I would have been lost.
Vamos a darle, bro. Me voy a sentir más cómodo. So, okay. That, of course, if I can host my own show on TV, it would be great. Yeah. That was for a long time, that was kind of like my goal.
Yeah.
But now, it's just, I want to impact people with my stories. And that's what basically after this pandemic kind of showed me like, okay, what do I want to do? Because like I said, I was doing a lot of celebrities, a lot of artists and other stuff, entertainment.
Yeah.
But now I want to put the Latino community in the place that they deserve to be.
Yeah.
So
I want the right kind of light, right?
Right.
Right now it's kind of.
Right. So that's my main goal right now. To kind of show we are hardworking people who are here to do better. We're here or a lot of our Latino community are here not because they want to, because they had to flee their country for a lot of reasons. They had their own reasons, but now they're thriving here in this country. And this is so the opportunity, right?
Yeah.
The country of opportunity, and they're using it as much as possible. So that's what I want to put the light on. Latinos that are doing so much for the community, they're making huge advantages in technology or medicine or all that stuff that I want to put out there.
I like that. And something, a good characteristic of you is, you had mentioned you're doing documentaries. Now we already know that hosts of documentaries have to be very personable, so the people have to be able to trust you and have that kind of trust, which I'm pretty sure you have. That's one of yours, where you haven't burned those bridges because you're not, a hater. but and that's in layman's terms, right? But seriously, like doing something like a documentary, you'd be perfect for it.
Thank you, bro. Hopefully that's the what the audience is gonna think of me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I'm looking into that,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my mission as of today, and hopefully for the next couple months, a couple years, that'll be it.
I like that.
Thank you.
It's definitely I can see that you've already in such little time, you're from 20 years old to now
37, bro.
37.
It's not that little.
That's very
17
little.
years old.
That's very little. That's less than 20 years. You've done already so much, dude. You've accomplished so much already. And I know that this is not even over. You're not even, I don't even say halfway.
Hopefully not.
We have a long life to live, my friend.
Yes, thank you. Hopefully.
So, yeah. I wish you the best, dude.
Thank you.
And I thank you very much, dude, for coming on here and talking and sharing these moments with me. It was awesome. This is a great story.
Yeah,
I had a great conversation with you. So
yeah. Anytime. I'm more than happy to be here and to share a little bit of my life, which is great. And I rarely do it because most of the time I'm sharing other people's lives and putting them on the screen. But it's great to be here, bro.
Yeah. Awesome.
So anytime you need anything that I can do for you or anybody else, bro, I'm here.
There you go. He said it right there. You guys heard him. All right, man. Well, this is Fidel Avendaño. I'm sorry, Fidel Avendaño Jr. I'm typing out for the show with here, Mario Perea. Thank you very much. You guys take care.
Might talk a little shit, get a little brash. Might drink a little bit, smoke a little bit. Vibe a little bit, laugh a little bit. Yeah. Hosted by Fidel. Tell it like it is, only tell it real. Live every Tuesday, you know the deal. We talking again. You now tuned in to the tap in. You now tuned in to the tap in. You now tuned in to the tap in. We talking again. Come on. We're live.